Hey everybody, I'm over here. Hi. there's a there's there's a lot of stuff here. So we're gonna move some of this out of the way so that so we can chat. Hey, it's the last stream of the year. I think, maybe, right? Yeah. Yep, it's the last stream of the year. Crazy. So fun fact, we're gonna be building a trident. We are not gonna get it done today, obviously. See, I was very excited. Was very excited to do this build, and I didn't look at the directions. So I just started printing pieces based on color. My Voron's 5 colors, so we have a lot of work to do. I do want to give a huge thank you to LDO for sponsoring the printer. They provided the printer. I did have a small monetary contribution toward this, but it is considerably less than the printer itself. I had to pay for shipping. And a huge thank you to Polymaker for sponsoring the filament. And also, I don't know if he's going to be here yet, but massive thank you to Kali for providing me in person a legit bound book for building the Voron Trident, which is honestly super cool. Like, I even had him sign it because, like, this is crazy good. Oh, look, I have to already put somebody in timeout. That's fun. That's cool. Good job. Good job being number 1, Tim. Good job. Going in timeout. Oh, Kali is here. Hey, Kali. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Dude, thank you for this, by the way. Like, I love when people do stuff like this, because to me, this is a ton of work, but this is like Kali's profession, which is super cool. I really enjoy this, and yeah, this has a lot of meaning to me beyond, oh, it's just a book, right? It even says it's Grant Special Edition, which I laughed because I said, oh, there's actually printing on the inside, because I would have done it completely empty and said figure it out is what it would have said. That would have been Grant Special Edition. But also, fun fact, I tripped coming in here earlier, and this entire box of blue pieces did dump out on my floor. So if we're missing some dark blue pieces, it's probably because they're on my floor. Also, I am not using the lav, so I normally will use a wired lavalier and put the receiver, or the transmitter, which is right here, on my belt, or kind of in my pants, like in a pocket or something. Does this sound better? Does it sound worse? Let me know, because this is actually quite a bit more comfortable than running the damn wire and having to deal with it. So there's a lot of stuff here. And kind of the first thing that I need to do is organize and categorize everything, because I did it by color, which is really stupid. And I screwed up. I really screwed up on this one. It is my first Voron build, so this is literally just going to be us going through, finding what pieces go where. I brought bins for organizing. Hopefully I brought enough bins. And what we're going to do is, when the show is over, I'm going to clear some space back here next to the XL, and we're going to be putting the Voron parts there so that we can continue this build. Currently, we're slated to stream every other week. And I don't know if we're going to go more often than that, but we're not going to go less often than that. So we will see, like, how motivated I am into getting this thing done, because I have a feeling it's going to be quite a few streams. For those that are wondering, and I did see Kit saying it, because that would have been smart. that I should go through my color choices because that would make sense to you guys. I was just having fun, and I'm like, ooh, these are fun colors. This would be fun to put in a Voron build, not knowing that Vorons are only supposed to be 2 colors. And mine's 5 printed colors. Vorons are 2 colors. It's the frame color plus the accent color. Now, we went a little bit of a different route, and I kind of have to blame other content creators for this. I really wanted to do a blue frame, but Joel just did a blue frame. No Windows, I am not going to update. Joel did a blue frame and a few others did a blue frame. And I said, I want to go a little bit different. So we went with a red frame, or at least there should be a red frame in these boxes. I don't know if there is. I'm assuming there is. I have yet to open and look in the box. I opened up the small box that's right here that has the acrylic in it, thinking that it had the extrusions in it. It doesn't. Anyways, we have Galaxy Red ASA, Galaxy Dark Gray ABS, Galaxy Orange ABS, Galaxy, is it Dark Blue? Galaxy Blue ASA, and then we have the Pop Blue as well. So that's the Pop Blue right there. The reason this took so long is I thought it would be fun to have like a build for the bamboo and give it a purpose to me, beyond kind of a headache, right? Know that I have something that I'm trying to build with it. And that was to build the Voron. So every one of these pieces, okay, here we go. And 24-hour timeout for you. Yes, it's my channel. I get to choose what I want to do. I get to choose what I want to do. You don't. So have fun with that. Anyways, it's a private channel. You want to play those games, you can go somewhere else. Anyways, yeah, I'm not going to be harassed while I'm trying to stream. If you harass me, you will get a 24-hour timeout. And if you continue to harass after 24 hours, you will be permanently banned from the channel. That's how this game works. It's my rules, not yours. Moving on. Yes, we want to do this on the bamboo. The goal of doing it on the bamboo is to have a project for it. But as a lot of you know, my second bamboo ultimately resulted in a net failure of a machine. We now have a third one that is provided by a fan. And other than needing a new tool head board, which we replaced, we did it all on stream. We diagnosed the problems. We made sure there was nothing else wrong with the machine. We bought the parts, we got the parts in, and then we did the stream. So it was 2 streams total to diagnose, 1 to diagnose and 1 to fix, basically. That bamboo is currently running. Otherwise, it was supposed to be out here. So that's cool. Since it's busy right now, it's not out here. We are running some vigorous tests with it. I've noticed, I've noticed some weirdness with it, but we'll see. We'll see what that happens. But yeah, I'm still playing around with the XL right now. It did this piece last night for me. We have to do another one. Some of you might remember back when we did the first one of these. There should hopefully be a video coming out, but here, I'll put it on the top down so people can see it. This is the outer seal for the city of Tampa, and I'm still dealing with a little bit of warping on the plate. So I did try people's suggestions, still had a little bit that is PLA, but hey, whatever, we'll get it sorted. So yeah, if I was fully done with testing and basic abuse on the XL, it would be inside and the bamboo would be out here, but we're not done with it yet, so yeah. Anyways. All right, so let me pull up, and I should have done this beforehand, but I'm a planner, and I like to plan things, and I had a whole plan that I was gonna have 10 minutes to find the list of Voron parts that I needed to have and where they would go. But unfortunately, this entire box of parts falling ultimately resulted in that 10 minutes being spent on my hands and knees trying to find all the pieces on the floor. And I see Mr. Trident himself is here. Mr. Steve Builds is here. But yes, even Steve told me, before you start building, organize your parts, because otherwise you are going to spend so much time. So much time. So I figured the first stream is, yeah, it's gonna be a thing. And apparently I was not made aware about color matching hex trays, and the hex tray is nearly mandatory. So we are gonna build a mostly stock Voron. There are a ton of upgrades that I would normally add during a build, but we are opting not to do that. The reason we're opting not to do that is because I want to do those upgrades the same way that a regular person would. And it also lets me do more content with the Voron. It is what it is, right? This is a business. We're trying to make some cash doing it. It lets me do more focused content on focused upgrades rather than doing it all together. The one upgrade we are doing is the inverted electronics, because I firmly believe that should be a thing. Oh, the hex tray is a parts organizer. It's a bit of a joke, mostly. All right, well, Steve, you should DM me what I need to make, and I can print it out as a joke, mostly. So I'm gonna pull up a Voron parts list. Chrome, I don't want to do any of that. Oh, I should tell if that's a Voron Trident. That would make sense. And if someone can find it before I can, you know, freaking post it, or have a mod post it, I guess. Let's see, STLs. STLs are probably what we're looking for. Oh, I'm gonna have to put all the STLs into a build, aren't I? I didn't think about this. Yeah, I haven't spent, it was very clear to people, I have not spent a ton of time going through the Voron, because quite frankly, I am intimidated as hell to do this. And I don't get easily intimidated for stuff like this. I guess I should see if it's in here, because that might make sense if it is in here. We did print everything the way that it was supposed to be printed. Yeah, and this jumps right into doing the extrusions. Okay, so there is not a parts list. Oh, Amber's here. Hi, Amber. If somebody has a good list for the parts, please send it to me. I would really like that. You can DM it to me on Twitter. If you have me on Discord, send it to me in Discord, because these are things that I would like to have, and I am clearly not ready for it. You have a lot of backseat drivers in this channel at the moment. I do, and that's okay. I'm totally fine with that. And in fact, I'm gonna try to do one of those heat set insert press things during this build as well, because I'm told there's a lot of heat sets, and for the heat sets, I want a tool to do it right. Like most people, I just, you know, use a soldering iron and send it. Steve Build says, I can send you what I sent Crystal Iron, but it won't be during the stream. No problem, dude. No freaking problem. That is not a problem. And Mr. Catlet's already here, provided me with everything that I need. Go figure. Thank you, sir. We have all of our parts here. Oh, that's... Holy crap, that's a lot of parts. Okay. Oh, I'm like, how did Amber remember? Aaron is here. Stealth press. Yes, I definitely want to do a stealth press kit. That would be so freaking awesome to do it. I'm wondering how I should handle this because I've got the checklist, but I don't have a picture of what all the parts look like. So I say we just start unboxing things. We take a look at everything that we have. And I might just have to organize this off stream where I can use like multiple monitors. I only have one monitor here. It's why if you guys ever see me looking that way, that is the monitor for the streaming PC. It is only one monitor, so I am slightly limited in what I'm able to do. So let me at least show you the basic color combo that we have here, so you guys can get an idea of what we're working with. I am quite fond of the color scheme, but I know some people won't be. We did do things like it's a split color scheme, so this is one of the motor mounts, I believe. I think this is for the X or the Y. And the top half is gray and the bottom half is blue, or the other way around. I honestly forget which way it is. But yeah, we'll put one of those in there. I really like the color scheme. And I made a lot of the big pieces that orange, because I do quite like orange. It is one of my favorite colors. Although this pop blue is quickly becoming one of my favorite colors from Polymaker. So that is our basic color scheme. I will switch to that so you guys can see it. That is our main color scheme right there with the orange, the red, the gray, the dark blue, and the light blue. So that is our basic color scheme. I have never opened up a Voron kit before, so I say we do that. Aaron said that Steve Builds asked me to post this for you. Ah, yes, the hex tray. Okay. No problem. I will certainly go ahead and get that printed for all of that. Thank you, Steve. That's right. Why is Steve not a mod? Steve should be a mod. Steve should be a mod. There's no reason that he shouldn't be a mod. Steve's a good guy. Steve should be a mod. But yes, I too like the blue. I see a lot of people saying they like the blue. Something to note, wherever it is, the red. I know I have more than one set of everything for red because this first red print had a lot of problems with failures. It has a lot of problems with failures, and those problems, I said, screw it, I'll just reprint the entire plate. Oh my, Steve Builds gifting 20 memberships. Bro, thank you. Dude, that's amazing. Thank you, Steve. Mr. Tiburum, Ajax, Collie, 10 Holt 2015, Steven Z, Charlie Stop, TJL, Joseph Greiner, Chris A. Hogan, Chad, Winslow Joy, Happy MFG Manufacturing, Joe Rust, OMG Frankie, John Olson, Kent Amon, Durdackle, Nathan Chu, and Steve Alpha were all gifted memberships from Mr. Steve Builds. Thank you, sir. If you guys don't know Steve Builds, go subscribe to his channel, honestly. Like, if you're here watching me mess around with a Voron and you haven't watched one of the OGs, what the hell's wrong with you? Why are you here? Go watch Steve's channel when I'm done streaming, because I'm sure he'll be streaming at some point in the next couple of days. It's Steve. Steven out. Steve and I like to stream because streaming is fun, and as far as content creation goes, is significantly easier than filming and editing video. So, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to do the organization off camera because I'm kind of missing. I'm missing having like my build plates open where I can check everything on it, and I think that is going to hurt me and cause some delays on the stream. So I say we just dig into these boxes because I think that's going to be the most fun. And then if we're feeling particularly randy, we can go ahead and keep moving in. So yeah, let's get into these boxes here. Thank you again, Steve. That is super, super awesome of you. Could I have a duller pocket knife? Honestly, could I have a duller I could use a butter knife and I think it would go faster than this. This is so dull. Oh, I'm cutting through like 6 layers of cardboard. Amber says she's apparently very far behind. That's okay, Amber. I'm always a little behind. Especially if you ask my comment section. So I have 2 boxes from LDO. Someone says they think I'm missing a box. We'll see. I don't think that I am. This, I believe, is all of the panels. So let's slide her open and take a look. Is that it? Yep. See you later, nerd. All right. Some thick acrylic here. Mine was, okay, should only be 2 boxes. Great. Great. Steve says he needs to get back to it, but he'll send me some stuff after work today. Let me know if you need anything. It'd be nice to have an expert here, but I can't afford to have an expert here, so you get Grant. You get Grant. This is really nice. So, all right, I want to talk about this because it's something that's like kind of a thing for me. Where the heck? There's the pocket knife. I need to organize out here. Like it's bad. I need to really organize out here. Where is a good place to cut this? Probably here on the edge. But yes, thank you, Steve. Take care, buddy. Hope you had a lovely holiday season with your family. Sorry you got to go back to work. Steve is a proper gentleman. All right. Oh, this is cast? This isn't even extruded acrylic? Holy crap. This is cast acrylic. Matte side, M-A-T-T, not M-A-T-T-E, M-A-T-T. It's the matte side, M-A-T-T. So there must be a matte side and a shiny side, but these are paper mask, which I much prefer when it comes to acrylic. There are some in here that have the plastic mask, but for lasering, I really, really like the paper mask. It is much easier to weed, which is pulling off all the stuff. So, yeah, super cool. So next up, oh God bless. And here, let's go back to that. You guys still get a bit of the top down here, and so I don't have to keep bending down. We have a table that does this. Matt side and a Steve side. Yes, that is the joke.jpg. That is the joke. Pac-Man Studios asks what my opinion of the Orange Storm Giga and the new printer that has magnets on the axis. Have you seen them or tested them in person? So I have seen a few of them. I've seen the Magneto X. I haven't really seen anything else. The Orange Storm Giga, I like Elegoo. In fact, I just bought 2 Jupiters, not the SEs, the regular Jupiters. I am worried that a printer that large, not being Core XY, is going to have some problems. I would hold off on the Orange Storm Giga at the moment. I think it's the problem that I think that most people are going to have is they don't realize how much floor space this thing takes up. A printer that large will take up the better portion of the room. Like you're talking 1.5 meters XY on the floor, okay? That is a lot of space, and that is not something that a lot of people have to give. And on top of it, if you don't build it in situ, you're not moving it out of the room that it's in if all you have is a standard man door. Those are things to think about. The Magneto X, I have seen it in person a few times. In fact, we have some videos where we interviewed where we interviewed Mark from PO Poly all about it. Mark is an awesome guy. Unfortunately, every single time that Mark has brought out that machine, it has had a problem. And, well, Mark is learning the hard way that shipping is one of the harder things when it comes to product development and building something for the consumer market. It's not actually building the product. The pain is the shipping part of it. But, yeah. I like the concept of the Magneto X. I think it's a really, really nice looking machine. But not having seen one print in person, you gotta grain of salt it. As much as I like PO Poly, I like Mark, I like everything that they stand for and all of that, it's a tough one. So, yeah. Amber's got to get back to work. Everyone say bye, Amber, in the chat. Thank you, Amber, for popping in. She is at work today. So, yeah, fun times. It's just me here hanging out at the shop. Me and the cat. But the cat never comes out here. A+ to LDO, though. This thing is freaking well packed. I can see why LDO happens to get a lot. Uh-oh. I hit a button and it changed. That. Sweet. Get this out of here. Sparluck is asking about the shirt that I have on. Microphone keeps falling in. That is a pain in the ass. So that's weird. It's a long cat. It's Victoria as a long cat. I need to flip this microphone around, or I have to move it somewhere else so it doesn't keep rotating in and falling into my shirt. Because I feel like I get pretty muffled. So, someone brought up a point. Jeremy Garrow says, make sure the frame is square when you build it so you don't have headaches later. I knew about this. I knew about this from day one, and that's why I have a piece of granite. This is a sink cutout from a local granite shop. If you go to your local granite shop and you tell them that you need a piece of granite and you don't care what it looks like, you don't really care how thick it is, it just needs to be reasonably flat, most of the time they will hook you up. My local granite shop hooked me up with this, and they told me, they said, we leave these outside all the time. People actually make cutting boards out of these and they sell them. And they don't care because they don't do anything with this. This is a big sink cutout, and it cost me nothing but the gas to drive over and grab it. So that's cool. I do have some other squares and stuff like that. I don't have any 1, 2, 3 blocks, but I can get those. I can get 1, 2, 3 blocks. I think I have some 4, 5, 6 blocks, but 1, 2, 3s are better for this particular purpose. But yes, this is, she's a good solid inch thick. Inch and an eighth, I believe. So this one does have a chip in it. It's got a chip right here on this edge. But for the surface itself, that's really why you get granite. You get granite because you don't really care too much about the color. You care about the fact that it's really effing flat. And that's what granite is. It's really effing flat. Get that camera out of the way. Inside the box, we have another box. But yes, definitely call your local granite shops. Do not pay for it. You can likely find a granite shop that will not only think that what you're doing is super cool, but be able to hook you up. My local granite shop said that when I'm done, they want to see the printer. So I do owe them a visit with the Trident when it's done. They have a couple of 3D printers there that they use to make jigs and fixtures. And most of the work that they do is CNC derived. So that's pretty cool. All right, that is gonna be in the way. So I'm gonna switch you guys over to being the main on the overhead here. Hey, documents inside. That's cool. What kind of documents? Let's find out. Oh man. I have a LDO Voron. Is this a bookmark? It feels like a bookmark. Let's take a look. Oh, Aaron says yours told me no. Aaron, there's one down by me. There's one down by me. If you need a piece of granite, next time you build one, let me know. I'll hook you up with the place. It's a ruler. It's a brass ruler. Get out of the container, damn it. Why are you stuck? Get out. I want to see the ruler. Out of everything in this box, the ruler is what I'm excited about. I want to see it. Hold on. Okay. Woo. That's nice. Oh, the back. Trusted manufacturer for Voron kits. That's cool. The backside. That is super cool. That is super cool. Super, super cool. I do like that. That's going to stay on the set, man. That's got to be a permanent set piece. I like that. Oh, we got No Name Extra. It's okay if the squareness of the frame is within 1 to 2 millimeters, and don't tighten the screws of the frame too much. It'll twist the bars. You can use thread lock to keep the screws in place. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go for it. So we've got kit VT2305100489. I have no clue what that means. I love how everyone is just playing around with the G. Aaron can get Grant's granite guy. Yes, I get it. You guys are hilarious. LDO with the nice packaging. Everything is cardboard. I like that. I like that everything is cardboard so far. I guess you can go on top of the XL for now. Never, ever unboxed a Voron kit before, so it's kind of cool. Get out of here. All right, so we have electronics, one of two. Let's take a look and see what's in here. We've got, it's a Ethernet keystone jack, a piece of foil tape that is our power input, a beefy thick boy SSR, which is super cool. We've got a heatsink, some like legit Wagos. Chris, where are your Wagos? And what the heck is this thing? I guess I get to find out. I don't know what this is. It must be some sort of lock, potentially. We also have some Big Tree Tech goodness in here with a Kensington. Kensington? Yeah, sure. Card. This is a BTT Pi TFT43 B2. So this is a Pi. Or it's a Pi screen. Okay, it is just the Pi screen to use. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Chris H says, if I have a Rev C kit, I should have the Clicky and the Nevermore. I have no idea what version of the kit I have. Unfortunately, I have had this kit for a while, and I kind of feel bad about how long I've had this kit. I've had this kit since like Rocky Mountain Rep. So I've had it for a minute. I feel bad about it. We haven't had time. Jeez. LDO, Voron, PCB stuff. That's super cool. Let's take a look at this stuff, man. Ooh. I've always liked the black PCBs. I've always liked that. Yeah, I can dig the black PCBs. Let's take a look in here. All right. Let's use the enhance feature. Enhance. I love when companies do this, where they use the masking as a way to put their logos on things. Prusa did the same thing. I don't know who did it first between the two of them, but I always like when companies do that. I think it is a really cool thing. because it is reasonably indelible. So I do have a clicky kit. So I do have that, which is good. So we have a clicky kit. That's always great to see. Terminal blocks. We've got machine screw. Oh, this is for this is to print the steppy. This is the LDO steppy. We've got LDO input shaper toolkit. Oh, cool, comes with an input shaper toolkit. Nice. Is this VHB? Man, it's like real legit 3M VHB. Aaron says he hates clicky so much. I get that. Once you move over to like one of the beacon style probes, yeah, I can totally get that. We got our stepper drivers, which are right here. Thick units, very nice. We have quite a few of them. Big Tree Tech did give me some 48 volt drivers too, in case we're feeling extra spicy at some point. And yes, at some point, we will be feeling extra spicy. My goal with this Voron is to kind of reconnect with my roots of building printers. I used to build printers all the time, but the last time I built a printer was about 5 years ago. And we built it as part of a foreign exchange thing. We had a staff member who was a foreign exchange student, and he wanted to work with us while he was here. His name was Vince. I can't believe I still remember this. But he wanted to build a 3D printer from scratch. So that's what we did. We built a big D-bot. At some point, it will likely need to come out here, but its extrusions are 1 meter tall, but it's 400 by 400 by 800 for its build volume. And at this point in time, I don't really use it. It's not all that reliable. It needs to be brought up to modern standards. And so part of the Voron build is for me to kind of get used to doing this stuff again. Oh, it comes with cable chain. I printed a bunch of cable chain. Well, guess I didn't need to do that. Man, I even did the cable chain in really stupid colors. Damn. Oh well. All right. We have our cable kit. I think this is one of the reasons people choose LDO kits, is because they come with like pre-made cables. Man, with all the right ferrules and stuff. Hold on here. Take a look at all that. That's nice. That is super nice. That is super nice. I love that. That is really, really nice. So, not like, a lot of people will just like stick the wires into a Wago and send it, but seeing properly crimped cables, and they're all labeled. Everything has a label on it. I really appreciate that. And it's all the right length. It's very nice. Very, very, very nice. I like that. We have a bag. It's a power cord, C13. Okay, I don't even need to look at that. That's a standard US power cord. Hey! We have a Revo heater cord nozzle pack. Because this has a Revo. And it's LDO blue. I requested that we get an LDO blue. Boy, I need to adjust the color temperature on the camera above me, because that is very cold. But it is an LDO blue, which is damn close to 3DM blue. I have a Revo High Flow and all that, and I think that's ultimately what's going to go onto this printer. Very, very happy to have that. We have a Big Tree Tech Octopus for our controller. Let's take a look at this bad unit. Well, you know, bad mamma jamma, but a good unit. Where do you open this from? Oh, I'm just supposed to cut it open? All right. No? All right, let's... You know when you have a hard time cutting open a plastic bag that you need to sharpen your knife? That has been a garage knife for many years after it had a failure on its closing mechanism. There you go. Let's get a little zoom action on this so we can take a look. We have an ARM processor. There's an STM32 that is driving the whole thing. We have lots and lots of stepper motors. So 2, 4, 6, 8 possible stepper motors, which is super cool, super cool. I have never used, this is like one of those, he's never done what? I've never used a Big Tree Tech product in a build before because Big Tree Tech was not really around when I built my first, or the last time I built a printer. And if they were around, I never knew about them. We have our motors, have some of that. I want to find, where are the extrusions? Ah, frame kit. Hey, he got it. He found it. He found the frame kit. Oh, I was on edge about the red, if the red was going to look good, but that red is going to look really good with some of these colors. I'm going to switch over to the main cam because it is much better for color temperature. Okay. That's going to be a really, all right. I'm a lot less nervous about having a red frame right now. That is really nice. I'm bummed that they're wrapped in plastic. I get why they're wrapped in plastic. Yeah. But this is the, this is Voron Red. So this is the Voron Red. Whoop, fell right out the bottom. This is the Voron Red. So that was something that I really, really wanted to do. I think it's really awesome. Blue is more on brand for me, obviously, but I think red looks pretty cool too. And with the colors that we chose, I think it makes a lot of sense for that. So there's some more stuff in here. I can see a power supply. Let's look at this power supply. Power supply 24 volt. Is it a Meanwell? Let's see. Who makes the power supply? It is a legit Meanwell power supply. That is good. This is something where a lot of people cheap out. Ooh, and it's set to 230 volts. So let's go ahead and fix that right now. A lot of people will cheap out on the power supply, and it's one of those places you do not want to cheap out on because that is effectively how you burn your house down. So if you are building a 3D printer, please don't cheap out on the power supply. If you're going to cheap out somewhere, I don't know, man. God, where would you cheap out these days? Probably the rails. You'd probably cheap out on the linear rails. I think that's where most people would end up cheaping out because it is one of the more expensive things. All right, do we find a way to organize these parts or not? Because I feel like we have to. I feel like we have to. Also, I want to see the linear rails because who doesn't love to see some linear rail goodness? Let's see some linear rails. I'm very curious as to who makes these. Oh, they're branded LDO. Okay. That I did not see coming. I figured LDO would source them from somebody else, but I guess LDO uses these enough that they can get whoever is manufacturing them to put the LDO name on it. Let's take a look. Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. But yeah, they're branded LDO. They've been fiber lasered LDO. Very, very smooth, which is good. It's often that when I buy, like, let's go with not the highest quality linear rails, you know? When I buy not the highest quality linear rails, that they end up being very chewy from the factory, and I have to take all the grease out and then repack them. And these MGN 12s are often a rightful pain in the keister to repack but it looks like LDO did not cheap out there, so that is awesome. Very, very happy to see that. And you know, yeah, okay, you could self-source a Voron kit for less, right? You could. You could self-source a Voron kit for less, and I don't think there's a single person that would disagree with you. You absolutely could self-source a Voron kit for less. But it ain't gonna be this nice. It ain't gonna be this easy, and it's not gonna be this convenient. Part of the LDO kit is that you pay a little bit extra for the convenience, and I do want to give a huge thank you to LDO, because I would probably not be doing this if it wasn't for LDO. So thanks guys for being super, super dope. I just want to make sure, because my phone has been going kind of crazy. Yes, Chris Catlett is telling me to open up the 3MF, which is inside. Because, you know, I didn't think, which is pretty normal, I'm told. Oh, I still do need to pack them. Huh. They seem pretty good. But, All right, I'm going to get this box out of the shot. Probably just put it underneath the table for right now. I think I got to go figure out what I need to do. So I need to grab the 3MF file. It's an Orca slicer file, of course, so I'm going to have to put Orca slicer on this computer. So I guess I should probably start doing that kind of thing. Build on Sound says, give us an example of why you should want a Voron besides for benchmarking, benchies, etc. I get it's fast, but is it for the average consumer? No, it's not. A Voron is not for the average consumer. The average consumer now for 3D printing, it has no desire to do this. A nut and bolt kit build like a Voron is not ideal for a first time. It's not ideal for a like a newbie, but it's not designed for the average consumer. A Voron is built for somebody that wants to enjoy a kit, that maybe they've built a Prusa in the past and they really like the kits, but they want something bigger and they don't want to shell out all the coinage for an XL, so they look at the Trident. The Trident's very affordable in terms of like this size printer as far as kits go and as far as build quality goes. But I think the average consumer is going to look a lot at Bamboo and say, why would I go through all this effort to build a Voron when I could just buy a Bamboo for like $400 or $600, right? And the average consumer, I won't disagree with them because they don't care about their data security or their data privacy. They don't care. And so I'm giving up arguing that point. But I think for someone that's been in this industry, that wants to learn more about kinematics, that wants to learn about how the kit process goes, and maybe wants a bit of a weekend warrior style project, then a Voron is likely the best bet. I will tell you that I am ridiculously intimidated by this machine. It is a lot of work. Nero told me it should be like 40 hours worth of work. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So, yeah. Matt German says, how fast will it go? As fast as you want it to go. And as Aaron says, a Voron is only as good as you build it. And that's true. A Voron will only be as good as you build it. Oh, apparently I need to grease these rails. So, that's good to know. So, No Name Extra says it took them a week to build a 350mm 2.4. That's what I wanted to build, but Jason said absolutely not. I will not. Actually, I wanted to build a his and hers V0 with Amber. You know, like a V0.2, a his and hers, where we would be like together on set building it. I think that would be really, really cool. I am very excited for that, but Jason wanted me to do this one first, and that's fine. I'm here for it. Aaron Liebeck is asking if I've seen the jailbreak of the X1 Carbon. Yes, I have. Nero and I are in the same group. Nero and I have the same information, and that's all that I'm going to say about that. Yeah, Anton says that they want a Trident, but they're not sure about the size. Honestly, as far as printers go these days, if you're not going to lose anything by going bigger, I'd rather have the space and not need it than need it and not have it. Case in point. This piece with the brim is 320-ish millimeters in diameter. There are 2 printers in my shop that are large enough to print this. It is the XL and the Fusion 3 F410. If I remove the brim and kind of send it, I can do it on the SV06 Plus. But I want to do it on the XL, so I did it on the XL because I can. And like Aaron says, the price of a 250 versus a 350 is barely anything. If you can afford a bigger printer, it is my recommendation to go bigger. Now, the only time and place where that starts to become a problem is when you start going above or near 500. Because at that point, it will start becoming difficult to get it out of rooms. 300 is about the max that you can do that will still fit through a standard door. And so, especially if you live in an apartment or you're someone that doesn't like to stay in one place very long, those are all considerations that you need to take in when you're looking at buying or building a printer. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna get stuck needing to totally disassemble your printer to move it. Or you just sell it with the house, or leave it in the apartment. Yeah, those are factors that you have to take in. Like, I'm a little worried this won't fit through my door, but if it doesn't, I can just take the door off the hinges. Sometimes you need a little extra space, you feel me? I know there's a bunch of stuff not back in the box. I care not to put it back in the box right now. No, Grant, you should do it, because if you don't do it, you're never gonna put it back. So let's do that real quick. Then we can we can get some of our stuff together. That way we can easily pack this thing back up. So we do need to do that. So I can get it out of this room. Out of my way, I guess, is probably the right thing to say. And yeah, if you are here, like the stream. Leave a like, get subscribed, and all that. Oh, jeez. I forgot how heavy this is. And I forget how little room I have between the 2 things here. All right, you can go under there. All right, so I need to get Orca Slicer so I can pull my 3MF file and bring it in. It's gonna be a pain. Orca Slicer. Let's get Orca Slicer. I should have it on this PC. Do I have it on this PC? I don't think I do. No, I don't. Okay, let's grab the most recent release of Orca. I don't want the 1.9 alpha. We'll stick with the official release right now. So let's get that. Trident will go through a door, no problem. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, install. All right, while that is doing that, I will be right back. I'm gonna go get the 3MF file. What are you? How big are you? A random NetTac 8 gig card. Yep, that'll do it. Oh God, it's finished already. Okay, well, pin to start, open Orca. All right, I will be right back. hang out for a second. I'll be right back to go get the file. I would normally put up the BRB, like it would normally look like that, but I think my wireless mic will still reach to my desk, so we can chat and I just won't be here. So give me a second. Because of course, if I shut that, you probably can't hear me. I gotta leave that open. I have a steel door going out to that set for security reasons. And yeah. Yeah. All right, computer, let's get that Trident. Why can I hear myself on my computer? Wait a minute, it is. Ha. The streaming software that we use is that's funny. All right, let me pull it. So let's pull the Voron. Sorry, give me a second here. I thought I had it really accessible, and it appears that I do not. That could be it. I will need to open it to be certain. And the other thing I need to do is copy the Google Drive link. Sorry, I apologize for it taking a couple of minutes here. My apologies. All right. Pull that into there. We'll need to open up Orca Slicer on my PC. I want to make sure that I'm actually pushing in the right one. It is important that I do that. It's the last thing I want to do is have the wrong one. It is the absolute last thing I want to do right now, is have the wrong one. Boy, we're running a little slow today. That's no fun. I apologize for the delay. I always feel bad when I make people wait. It's a pet peeve of mine. Okay, new project. Gotta make sure this is the right one. It should be. I just gotta make sure. Sorry, guys. I mean, we could post the 3MF file if people really want, I guess. I guess there's really no reason not to. I will put the 3MF file in our Patreon later tonight. Yep, that's it. Okay, cool. All right. Sweet. I have it. I'm coming back out. So, how long were people... I don't know if you all were able to hear me the whole time. Who banished him to the Shadow Realm? What kind of ridiculous thing has a memory stick option? Who the hell uses memory stick anymore? All right, get started with Orca Slicer, North America. This was done on a bamboo, so let me grab an X1 carbon with a 0.4 nozzle. Just freaking... yeah, all right. Default filaments, fine. No plugin. And immediately, as soon as you download Orca Slicer, go into Preferences and turn on Stealth Mode. There is no reason that you should not be using Stealth Mode inside of Orca Slicer. There is no reason. There is no reason. None at all. All right. So let's get this opened up. Also copy the link to the Google Drive that Chris sent me. Thank you, sir. So now I have that. I have that open in the live stream, which is awesome. Did I check the LDO manual for the kit? Yes, we heard you every word. Oh, that's cool. If the video is very grainy, reload the stream. It should be fine. I think. It should be fine. Let me see. Are we streaming at 1440 or are we streaming at 1080? Oh, it is only 1080. Okay. Well, that shouldn't be that big of a deal. I thought we were streaming in 1440. I might have to fix that. But yeah, if you have, or just make sure that your resolution is turned up. So, should be fine. What did I miss? Ghost Grant is among us. I wasn't supposed to send that. Yeah. Okay, I didn't miss much. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alrighty. Now that we have what we're looking for, I have, oh God, it's not in dark mode. Oh my gosh, hold on. There's something very important here. Why, God, dark mode, please. It needs dark mode. Oh. Why would software default to light mode? That is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. That should never happen. I'm being mean. Yeah, why isn't dark mode by default? See, Ashley gets it. Ashley gets it. Why isn't dark mode by default? Oh, I need to get my label maker, I guess. I probably, yeah. I actually know exactly where that is, so I will be right back to go get my jank AF label maker. My God, my label maker is so jank. Oh, you guys are gonna laugh at me for how jank my label maker is. But remember, kids, if it's jank and it works, it's not jank. I should bring... Yep, that's crappy. That'll work. My $3 thrift store special Dymo label maker. But the problem with my thrift store special Dymo label maker is that the batteries that were in it were very corroded and were a real problem, and they actually burned the connections off. So I made it USB powered. So I can run it off a power bank. I just don't know how charged the power bank is because, of course, I don't check these things because the ADHD brain doesn't remind me to do these stupid things. So let's just, for, you know, the sake of safety, make sure that we have it plugged in. Beautiful. So yes, I was going to get one of those like D20 label makers, but opted against it because their labels are so expensive. These Dymo Letra tags, if you pay more than 20 bucks for one, you overpaid. But they take generic labels. So you can buy, like I bought a like 20 pack of labels, and sure, they're not the plastic coated ones and all of that. I'm getting into label maker talk. And yes, like a proper label maker owner, I did label my label maker. And if you don't do that, do you really own the label maker? The answer is no. I would argue the answer is no. All right. I gotta label all the things. Just need to clean with vinegar. It is not intact. Oh, Ashley says my TV remote is 10 years old. I'm like, with all these retro videos with leaky batteries, I wonder if my remote leaked. The next day it didn't work, it leaked. Yeah, so this was in there so long that the corrosion ate through the metal terminals on, I mean, I guess I can show you because I did the work. You can actually see how rusty those terminals are. So your boy here just soldered it on, globbed an unreasonable amount of schmoo in there, and then forced it shut with beautiful panel. It looks like crap. It looks like absolute dog water, but it works. And that is all that I care about. That is all that I care about. If it is jank and it works, by default, that makes it not jank. So if you are worried about your projects being a little jank, don't worry about it as long as they work. If your projects work, by default, they are not jank. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. So, okay. I heard a car door open. I don't want to hear car doors open when I'm streaming. That's never a good sound. Give me just a second to see why car doors are opening outside. Come on, finish loading the stream. Maybe the neighbors got home. Maybe the neighbors got home. Just making sure there's nothing that... This is the problem with the business. Oh, I missed a couple of calls. Welp. We'll have to call people back. Oh well. Too late now. All right, so I can see in Orca. What I will do I have one set up to share my screen? Screen 2? Oh, here, let's do it real quick while we're waiting. Oh no, that, Oh, maybe, give me a second here. Got an idea. Hold on. Let's hit properties. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Haha! And now you can see what the build looks like. This is, yep. That's what I did. Mistakes were made, but those are the panels. These two pieces never actually got printed. I will print them if we need to, but that is how I built everything. It is interesting how it was built in an older version of Orca, so the plates don't all like perfectly align, which is very interesting. So like Orcas change the spacing between their plates. But yeah, that is the color scheme for my Voron. So let's get rid of that and, well, go back here. Anyways, all right. But yes, it is, screen 2 is a bit dark. Yes, you think that screen 2 is a bit dark. I am aware. Screen 2 is a bit dark because there's only one screen on this computer. I really should put another monitor out here. And I have other monitors to do it. Stop making projects for yourself. I am ADHDing myself into more projects that I don't need to do. All right. We will need this. This is not very clean, but we're not going to start building the frame today. We're going to be working on organization. We got boxes on boxes on boxes on boxes on bags, because these are bags. All right, so first off, I need to get an understanding of where are my printed parts? These are the bags. Chris, the link that you sent me, the link that you sent me does not have the files on it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. The link that you sent me, and unless I'm missing something. Oh, no, I guess these, oh yeah, it does. Okay. Under checklist, it's got them. They're just not the way that I expect them to be. So I'm gonna link what Chris linked me. Is that fine, Chris? Can I link what you linked me? I don't know if you're still here. I'm gonna assume it's fine because it's, yeah, it's a link. But if it's not okay, just remove it. Yeah, this could be a bit of a problem. Just because it's not very obvious where they go. What do you guys think? Part of me says just send it, but the other part of me is like, no. You did this to yourself, you big dummy. Gotta make sure that you get it right. Some of these pieces should be kind of obvious to me. But I guess I wasn't expecting the organization. Let me grab a seat too. Why be standing when you've got a stool back here? Some people are saying just send it, and that makes me nervous. Did I print the LDO specific parts? I believe I did, yes. I'm fairly certain that I did, yes, but I am not gonna make any promises. You could organize as you do heat sets. Well, I don't have a stealth press. And so I think it was the stealth press that we wanted to do first. I guess, and this is my fault, I was expecting, like, oh, these go on the y-axis, these go on the x-axis. Oh, okay, I guess it's kind of there. All right, screw it. Yeah, I don't have, it wants 27 bags, but some of these are not STL files. All right, we will give it a shot. We will give it a shot. Jacob Murray says, worse it happens with just send it is you get more content out of it, win-win. Well, I don't know if I would agree with that 100%. Like, I get that there's more content, but at the same time, I want to keep this build like reasonably professional and reasonably on track so that someone that is looking to build their first Voron could viably build it alongside of me, and it wouldn't just be a mess of ADHD problems. Thomas said, am I delaying already? Heat sets can be done by hand. You're right, they can. Yeah, you're right, they can. Not Steve approved. I usually read through the next few sections of the manual and get the parts I need. Yeah. Where did I put Where's Collie's manual? The first steps on it are like building the frame, so I'm not so certain that we need to. I feel like I need to do like actual seasons when it comes to this. LDO does provide a heat set tool, I assume. I'm fairly certain they do. Yep, blind joints. I know about blind joints. I do wish LDO had a 350 Trident. Because I would love to do a 350 Trident. Yeah, this is all just frame parts. I mean, we could. Okay, so I guess I could just do it by looking. Anton says, gotta go. The night shift beckons. Yeah, I feel that. Oh man, by page 25, we are already doing heat sets. All right, should we do a stealth press? I feel like we should do a stealth press. I'm a little worried that, yeah, I'm a little worried that I probably won't do a great job manually, and doing it with a stealth press will be a lot easier. I believe LDO provides me with the heat set tool. I don't have one. I've always just used the tip of the soldering iron. Yell at me later. I don't care. So there are definitely some things in here that I say, man, I wish Prussia wrote this manual. And love him or hate him, I really don't care. Prussia has one of the best build manuals out there. Like, they'll tell you what size the parts are, and in fact, they'll have a description with likely full-size things for all of it. Because, like, a lot of people don't know what SHCS means. It's socket head cap screw is what it means. But a lot of people might not know that. And some of that knowledge is kind of required for this to be a thing, you know? CNC Kitchen has tips. It's in the LDO kit. You use 2 heat sets to set depth. Okay. Just G says, do I have a keyback and 30mm rail for the stealth press? I don't, but I can get that stuff. We stream in 2 weeks, so in 2 weeks I can have a stealth press built. I can reach out to KB3D or I'll probably go to Vector, because I know Vector has some cool kits, and see if I can get one from Vector. But I think it looks like the first big thing is building the frame. And that is probably one stream in and of itself. I think that would make the most sense. Yeah. Although now that I have a laser printer now, so I could just, because this is the Voron book. This is not the book for this is not the book for the LDO. It's a little different. But yeah, it looks like a lot of the frame is built first. Okay, so KB3D, DFH, and Vector all have their own different kits. Oh man, the one from Naomi would be amazing. The one from Naomi is very expensive and is beyond... The one from Naomi is beyond my limited budget unless Naomi wants to help out. And I don't think Naomi does, and that's fine. Naomi wants to make money on this, and you know, they have an amazing kit, It is beautiful. but I think it is currently above my price point. Okay, DFH KB3D are stealth presses. Vector has the VLMP. I will reach out to Vector 3D because we did chat and see, because that might make sense to do a VLMP. Maybe he can hook me up with one of those. But being a fellow content creator, I don't know if if that's his, if that's his thing. I don't want to spend a bunch of money doing this. That is a huge concern of mine because it is end of year and money is very tight, and beginning of year is going to be very tight for money too. Because like a lot of businesses, we buy things right at the end of the year to make sure that we reduce our taxable liability, because that is how business goes. It's when I get a bunch of new printers, I always buy them at year end. Okay. This doesn't seem that bad so far, he says. But most likely, I think we're going to... I think most likely we're going to be needing to do some sort of organization here, so... Let's try. Let's see what we can do. We have these few bigger bins right here that I can use. The LDO Voron. I'll put it somewhere over there at some point. All right. I know the skirt pieces because I did them all in blue, so I can actually just start to pull all of those out. I think they'll fit in one of these smaller bins, but these are all skirt pieces. Like, I can look at them and know that they're skirt pieces. So like we can pull that out. That's a screen. That's a skirt piece as far as I'm concerned. That's a frame. Skirt pieces. Skirt pieces. Okay. Grant, stop right now. Put them all vertical. Will make life easier for you. You saw some skirt pieces in red too, maybe. There's potential that I screwed it up. It's actually relatively likely that I screwed it up, all things considered, because I am not a Voron expert. I am hoping to become someone that people could go to for advice on Vorons. I think it would be really awesome to be able to give back to the community. Oh, geez. To give back to the community in that respect. But currently, a Voron expert, I am not. Oh, that's right. The ones that hold fans. That's right. I did make those in red because I thought that would be fun. All right, we need a bigger bin for frame stuff. Okay, go to a bigger bin. I'm not even going to bother labeling this because it's very obviously frame stuff because, duh. So, it looks like I'm going to start first. When the time comes, Discord community is very helpful. That was not my experience with the Voron Discord community in the beginning, but yeah. Cebus 7897 says, at least if you drop something, it goes into one of the bins, set them on the floor. That's fair. That's fair. All right. So we have electronics bay. Is that like Salt Bay but different? All right. So let's clear out this. The thing I don't like about my label maker is that it is an alphabetical keyboard, not a QWERTY, which is stupid, honestly. All right, so we have electronics bay. Okay, electronics bay. We've got it. All right. Jeez. It's the one thing with the cheap labels, man. They're, the peel, not great. And the peel is not great. All right, electronics bay. I'm only peeling one side. It will make it easier to remove later on. Trash cans down there. All right, for the electronics bay. Jordy T feels my pain. Okay. Actually, let's look at starting to label things, because electronics bay has controller mounts, power supply mounts. I will put the Nevermore filter in there too. It's honestly just gonna stay in a box. Okay, we're gonna do one for gantry. It is such a problem to find it. Gantry. I'm not gonna worry about where on the gantry. I'm just gonna get the label for the gantry. And we'll put all the gantry pieces in a bin. I think that is, at least in my head, it is a reasonable thing. All right, we have the gantry. And then we do panels. And then there's Z. Okay. All right, so let's do panels. God, it feels like I can only touch type. Okay, we have panels, and we needed Z-axis, I think. Yeah. And what we'll do is, as we run out of room, we'll start segmenting what goes where. That, to me, just makes the most obvious sense at the moment. You guys are free to disagree. But at least for right now, in my pea-brained head, that is what I think makes the most sense. Now, the trick is we have to get the Voron done before the stickers stick permanently. That will be a funny thing. Can he get his Voron done before everything sticks permanently? That will be funny. Oh, I missed Hologos with the CZK49. That is Czech Krona saying, will you keep this haircut? Looks good, IMHO. First off, thank you for the Czech Krona. I loved the Czech Republic. It was absolutely beautiful. We went there right before Smurf. It was absolutely beautiful. One of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Even though it was kind of dark, gray, and gloomy, it snowed a couple of times, which was nice. Light snow, not heavy snow, so Florida man kind of enjoyed it. You know, it was the snow where you enjoy it, and then your shoes get wet, even though you were wearing boots. And then you go inside, and your feet are wet. Maybe you were sweating, I don't know. Am I gonna keep this haircut? That has been a heavily asked subject. We are gonna keep shorter hair. We're gonna keep shorter hair. So prior to growing it out, I normally had like a 4 or a 5 on the sides, and then I'd let the top grow out quite a bit. I like the longer hair on the top. It also took care of any light balding that was occurring at the time. So we might go back to that. We might try some hairstyles. I don't know. Like we're kind of at a point in time where I have the ability to mess around with my hairstyle and see what I like. I've always liked the style of like Uncle Jesse, where it's, you know, very tight on the sides, but you let the center grow out a little bit. I always thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We're not gonna let it grow out long again. Everyone says this looks way better. And like, I don't know, trying not to be an idiot and let my hair grow out longer and make people think I look like an idiot. You know what I mean? I just got a DM from somebody. We got a message. All right, mullet. Yeah, I gotta do a mullet. Ashley says pigtail Grant. You got that once. You're never getting it again. Timothy Abraham says, hey, Grant, had a great time meeting you at Rocky Mountain Rep Fest. Glad to see you are no longer a Voron moron. I am still a Voron moron, but I said that I would start this in 2023, and damn it, this is my last stream of the year. Well, okay, my last, like, this type of stream this year. And I'm going to officially start the Voron in 2023, and there's nothing that people can say about it. I have started the Voron. I unboxed parts. I officially started the build. Someone is going to keep track of how long this takes me, and they're going to hold it against me. But that's okay. I'm sure it's going to be somebody in our Patreon Discord, which if you would like to join, is at the $10 tier and higher on Patreon, YouTube channel members, or PayPal. Links in the description down below. Yes, I am shamelessly plugging, because that is how we pay the bills around here. Well, at least the editor bills. The editor needs to eat. So, and we have been debating on putting up an Amazon wish list, but it's just like a wish list for the cat. Literally just for the cat. So, yeah. Oh, Timothy says, if you need any help or guidance, I'm the Voron admin you interviewed at the booth. Feel free to DM me on Discord, Twitter, etc. I am at 3D Musketeers on Discord. Shoot me a DM. I don't know if I'm going to need help, but it's good to have friends in low places, if you will. Schmitty says there's enough 3D printing YouTubers and log hair already. They are starting to blur together in my head. Well, in my defense, I grew out my hair for charity. And in fact, if you go way back to where I can not cough all the damn time, if you go way back, you will actually see me with short hair, or, you know, hair before it grew out. These are frame parts. I know that. You can see there's like random pieces with garbage on them. This is another set of red parts. These are the red parts that the most recent bamboo made. I have no idea what else I'm missing. So that's fun. But yes, huge thank you to Polymaker for sponsoring the filament. Huge thank you to LDO for sponsoring the printer. And yep, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. I am unreasonably nervous. This entire thing makes me nervous. I'm not happy. I feel like I'm going to fail you guys. Welcome to being a content creator, where I am so concerned that I'm going to fail you guys that I have more or less been avoiding this for a long time. And I could have continued to avoid it. We have a Comgrow T500, we have an iBose dryer, and we have an Acrylic M5C that I all need to get unboxed and do videos on, like stream videos on. So I could actually avoid this longer. But I made a promise that I would start this in 2023. And damn it, better the last stream of the year than never. So, yeah. And yes, I grew out my hair to shave it for charity. That was always the goal. The goal was always to shave my head for charity. It was not originally the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation because the foundation did not exist, you know, back when we did all of that. So, yeah, it was originally going to be for the Make-A-Wish Foundation because one of our staff members is a Make-A-Wish recipient, and that's kind of how I got to know him very well. But when Sanjay passed, both Brad and I knew about it before it was public. And when that'll happen, we said they're going to have a charity. We need to shave my head for that charity. And while technically I didn't keep my promise that I would do it when my back is fixed, I did get an injection the Monday that we got back. I got a sciatic nerve injection, which is kind of like at my hip. They stuck a needle into my hip. And so far, that has been the most successful injection that I've had. So it makes me feel really good about getting my head shaved. So Holocaust with another 129 Czech krona, saying, I didn't mean you look like an idiot. You're fine. I know you didn't. You should keep a haircut you like. I was just wondering how you feel about it. You did it for a good cause. First off, thank you. I forgot that I can heart these. I gotta go up and heart all the little times that people have done things. Oh, I love it. I love that I can heart things. But yeah, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. This is too short. It is weird. I still continue to use way too much shampoo. So that's been funny. Amber always laughs when she can hear me from the shower. Damn it! Because I took too much shampoo. So I just got to unscrew the bottle cap, put some of it back in. So she always gets a laugh about that. And yeah, I don't know yet what the plan is. We're gonna let it grow for a little bit. It's funny because my hair is almost doubled in length, which is just funny to think about, but it was short. Doubling in length doesn't take a lot. Hello. I am also going to do a one for the extruder because I know we have a lot of parts for the extruder. R-U-D-E-R. I hate ABC keyboards. I hate ABC keyboards. They're truly atrocious. Your battery is not low. You don't have a traditional battery. It's fine. It's fine. It's yelling at me telling me its battery is low. Your battery's not low. We did do an orange gantry just because I thought it would be funny. I also really like the Polymaker Galaxy Orange. I know that's part of the extruder, so I can just go ahead and toss that in. 2 is part of the extruder. That is some sort of panel. That is going to be panel related. So is that. That is also panel related. You look like you're extruder related. You are a cover for the extruder. I know what you are. There's another plate for the extruder. That's extruder. Now, I also am fairly certain that I accidentally printed the wrong extruder pieces. So that's cool. These are for the feet. I remember where some of this stuff actually goes and why, which is mildly concerning to me that my memory allows me to remember dumb crap like this, but doesn't actually allow me to remember things that matter. The networking guy says, when did 3D Musketeers get a new host? Where's Grant? Yeah, Grant got a $6,000 haircut and is all for charity. Let's freaking go. Yeah, dude, I'm excited to be here with the crazy haircut. Timothy says, everyone has to start something new at some point. There's never a better time than now. That's true. I will learn from my mistakes. WFO Writer says. Thomas says, call Alan Mandick to help you. I don't have Alan's number. So otherwise he'd be like, I need help. I need help. Oh, I shouldn't say that too loud if there's people outside. Although all the windows in my garage are shut currently, so we don't have that to worry about too much. How many batteries did it used to take? Ashley says it was 4 AA's. So it wants 6 volts. It's getting 5. So, meh. Yeah, quick, get Nero on the phone. I don't have anybody's, like, I don't have any other content creators' phone numbers, which is interesting. Maybe they don't like me. I don't know. Nero's always been a little shifty. No, Nero's a great guy. Yeah, I think they're like, hey, scrub, get through your first Voron, then we'll give you our phone number so you're not just calling and complaining to us that you had problems. But yeah, I do have your number. That's true. I do. The networking guy. Have you built Vorons before? I didn't know that you built Vorons before. All right, I can look at things and I know where they go, so I'm gonna start doing that. That's a spool holder. You can go back there. These are gantry components. Is this an extruder part? Yeah, looks like it. Okay. It's an extruder part. These are gantry components. Now I don't know if these are specifically Z-axis components. Stop where you are, Grant. Stop. In the name of God. People don't recognize how weird I am off camera. I am like this all the time off camera. This is me normally. You can't handle me at my worst. You don't deserve me at my best. No, I like having fun. I have 2 of these. I should have 4 of these. Oh, ha. I already put the other 2 in the box. Ha! Look at me. Smarter than I look. That was for clockwork. Yeah, I think you printed the afterburner and stealth burner parts. So it says, yep, that was for clockwork. Can confirm from the Discord hangout. Yeah, no phone numbers needed. That's what Discord is for. Just voice or video call them there. Yeah, I could. Here's where like, okay, this is very much like a personal thing for me. I won't randomly call people. I don't want to feel like a burden, and I often feel like a burden when I need to call people for help. So I tend to try to just do it myself. And I recognize that's bad behavior. I recognize that's some toxicity and all that, but it's a reality. And like it or not, that's the way that it is. So, yeah. I could tell people to try, oh, that's right, I did something in pop blue. I could try to tell people to, hey, be kind to others and all that kind of stuff. And people are not going to do it, right? I don't know which of these covers that I needed, so I think I just printed them all. This is definitely for the Z-axis. This looks like it's for the gantry. Yeah, those, Let me see, gantry. Let me see. Those are pop blue. Those are Z. Those are Z steppers. Okay. Oh, because there's 3. Right. There's 3. So they're Z steppers. Yeah, look at that. See, they're for Z motors. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're doing. You're right. I have no damn clue what I'm doing. These are the gantry. This is what holds the bed, I believe. So we have those. That looks like a nut goes through it. There's another one of those. All right, so the panels I can get, I have a bunch of these hinges. I know the hinges are for the panels, so I can go ahead and get all those hinges out, put them into the panel section. You guys are either going to absolutely love my color scheme or you're going to think that I'm a sociopath. So yeah, there's only a couple of ways this works. You're either going to love it or you're going to try to call the police. I don't know which one it's going to be for most of you. But we definitely did this to have the most amount of fun possible. There might have been part of me that said I want to offend the most amount of people possible with this color scheme. So we definitely might have gone down that route. There are pieces in here that are randomly colored to be randomly colored. Because I think that stuff is funny. All right, I know this is like electronics-based stuff. This is DIN rail. These are DIN rail mounts. Absolutely love the galaxy colors from. That's another DIN rail piece from Polymaker. I think that the colors are really, really pretty. All right. Seabass says, I've seen a guy that made a Skittles 2.4. That was Joe Kasha, 3D Maker Noob. I love that build. I want to do a Harlequin. If you don't know the Harlequin, it was a famous Volkswagen. It was a Golf, actually. And every single panel was a different color. It was a different color. And I want to do that with my next Voron, but I want every single rail to be a different color. I want every single piece to be a different color. I want to do something so abysmally stupid that it is quite literally the most ridiculous build that I could think of. We probably couldn't do every single piece being a different color. There's a lot of pieces, but like every single type. So like, you know, all the DIN rail connectors would be one. All these Z pieces would be one color and go on that route. I think that would be super, super cool looking. Because I don't want generic looking printers. Generic looking printers are boring. But yes, a Harlequin would be so cool. DeWitt made a Harlequin Trident? Damn it, somebody beat me to it. It sucks. Jay Vorick says, loves the chaos. I'm here for it. Abricum says, Florida Man Voron edition. That would be the Voron Florida Man edition, I think. But if that was the case, it would be all a very off-white. Or I do it in like a translucent blue and we make a Breaking Bad reference the entire time and we call it the meth printer. But something tells me I don't think I could get sponsors on board for a printer that is Breaking Bad themed. But I might still have a connection to Brad Cranston. We scanned him back in the day, I think. Well, I know we scanned Aaron Paul. So we scanned Aaron Paul before Breaking Bad became big. I think we scanned Cranston. I forget if we did. I have scanned a lot of celebrities. And before people ask, Snoop Dogg is still my favorite. And no, I didn't smoke with Snoop Dogg. Gotta integrate a lawn flamingo somehow into the Florida Man printer. That would be funny. Replace some logos with the Heisenberg image. Yeah. Oh, that would be so funny. Oh, Seabass says go crazy or use rainbow filament. Are there any rainbow ABSs or ASAs? I prefer ASA to be clear. If not, there should be, because that would be so cool. These, I think, are technically Z-axis. They're going in the Z-axis. I think those are for the cable chains. This stuff, this looks like it's a gantry component. I really like this pop blue. It is so pretty. It is so damn pretty. Multicolor feet with Los Pollos Hermanos. Oh, that would be so cool. Cookie Cat is releasing some. Noted. Noted. Why is everybody on board for this? All right, well, I know Nathan from Cookie Cat quite well. So I will let him know that we want to do dumb stuff. And I will see if Nathan from Cookie Cat is down for dumb stuff. Because ultimately, I'm not exactly certain if he would be. All right, so there's a lot of just like mounts. Let me see what these are called, because I needed to print a lot of these. I printed like 30 of them. Oh, I guess I can just check my Orca slicer file. What are you? You are deck support. You are cable frame anchor. And you are LED clip. Okay, so that tells me that these go with panels then. All right. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So this all goes with panels because it's LED. Ah, this is where I did a fun. Yeah, I think I did these in every color. And I think we were going to do them in weird orders. Just for fun. It is fun to watch the comments rage from time to time. Because, you know, I enjoy that. I enjoy just upsetting people's OCD from time to time. Sorry. It's gonna be fun. I did them in every color. God, it feels like I'm like pulling my shirt down. It's not that kind of show, kids. It's not that kind of show. You got to go to onlygrantrants.com for that one. And yes, that is a domain that I own. Yes, that domain does things. I don't think it has an SSL. It's just a redirect. But it is a domain that I own. Fun times. Upsetting people with stuff they should have no say in it is fun. Yeah, that's funny. I'm trying not to get more people sending me threats. That would be great. Because that was fun. I got some threats recently, so that's cool. Whoever sent them, that's for you. But, you know, real utter pieces of dog water in this community from time to time. I want to put the deck support parts into a different bin. I don't want to get them too mixed up with the panels. I know they're technically panel stuff, but I think they'll be easy enough to find, and I'm not too worried about it. Hey, we're getting through it. We're getting through it. These are electronic components. I know what they are. This is technically Z-axis stuff. What are these? I've got a bunch of these. What are these pieces? panel clips. Okay, great. These are panel clips. I can see some of them got damaged. Some of them are thicker than others. There's a lot of really tiny parts for these Vorons. These have got to be panel corners. That's got to be what they are. I assume that's what that is. Yeah, that's what these are. And yes, I even did my panel clips in a color scheme to fit the color scheme of the things that they're touching. I'm actually really proud of some of the areas where we took some time to say, all right, what is it touching? How's it going to look? Justin Levy's here. Hey, Justin. Hey, dude. I don't have hair anymore, and that's probably weird for you because I don't know if you even know that yet. I don't know how much you pay attention to the Discord. But yeah, I got no hair. This is a Trident 300, for those that are wondering. Oh, okay, the panel clips are 4 and 6mm. Well, good, because otherwise a lot of the red ones are bad. Some of the red ones are bad. I can see that there are some that are bad. I have an entire set of red parts right there. For the most part, I think there are a few of them that are kind of borked. But, yeah, that's okay. Marco said, have you heard anything about the AMS being cracked? Nero mentioned it in one of his streams. Nero and I have the same information. And that's, we're in the same group. We know what they're doing. Yeah. So Nero has the same information that I do. That's all you need to know about that. I'm not at liberty to discuss much further at this point in time. Now I got to grow out a mullet and embrace the Florida man. Justin, you are behind in this one, but yes, the mullet was requested, but I think my mother would shave my head in my sleep if I did that. I think that she would threaten bodily harm onto me should I do that. And I mean, she would not be wrong, to be clear, but she'd be mad. And here's the deal. Don't piss off Latin women. You don't piss off Latin women. I know a lot of these are just jigs and fixtures. At this point, I think a lot of these in here are jigs and fixtures. You're a cutting tool. Okay. You're an end stop. I want to start going through these pieces. So I will release, I will release my 3MF file into our fans, to our fans this evening. As long as somebody from the Discord reminds me to do it. Because your boy ain't gonna likely remember to do it. So I will post the 3MF file in Patreon and then post it into our Discord. I will see if there's a way for me to post it on YouTube members. I don't know if there is. Huh. It'll be available at the $5 tier and higher. So if you do want to see the 3MF file, see the craziness. Oh, well, I even have the F3D file for this build as well. We actually colored, we colored it in Fusion as well. So if you want to see that as well, I will release, assuming Patreon lets me upload stuff that big, I will release all of that later tonight. Soon TM. Let's go with soon TM. I'm good with soon TM. You guys good with soon TM? No? Too bad. These are front idlers, so that's gantry stuff. Might need a bigger bin for our gantry stuff. Or we just go to a second. We might just take another bin because it looks like we have too many bins at this point. There should be 4 of those. Okay. All right. Well, it was almost a peanuts moment. You'll need the tools first off to set up the rails and sprockets. I have no clue what that means, but I will trust that you are correct. Let me make another one that says gantry, because it is good to make sure that we keep track of that. T-R-Y, gantry. I think it's a Rev A. He's had it for a while. I've had it since like maybe a month and a half after Rocky Mountain.
What has changed in the woods? Because I have no clue what is different between the different revisions.
Is there a reason that I would want something different? Oh yeah, I probably bent down and had a, yeah, cause I don't have my lav on. I just have the pack. Speaking of which, how we doing? Okay, we're fine on battery. How to make sure we're good on battery on it. Okay. There's a bunch of really weird pieces. Okay, so those are still, these are still MGN rail cover or MGN rail stuff. So this is XY gantry still. What the heck are you? You're right there. Extrusion bracket. Or extension bracket. I have no clue. You're gonna go in there. I don't know where you belong. You guys are brush holder. Sheet style. Okay. There's 2 of you. I guess that's technically the Z-axis. Oh no, that's gantry. That's gantry stuff. These are latches and shuttles, so those are extruder pieces. Kenny mode ensured I didn't pass out. Sorry. Womp 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 womp. These all look like little tiny pieces for the extruder, so I'm gonna hedge a bet and say that they're for the extruder. Sound good? Sounds good. Glad we had that talk. Okay, so these are for LED stuff. So I actually think these are front panels. Don't know why, but I think they are. Let's see what else we got. These are XY cable joints. So that is gantry. We've got, oh no, I dropped a part. Crap. Crap. I don't even see, okay, there they are. These are Z extrusion brackets left over. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. These are cable anchor 2 holes. Cable anchor, that is going to be gantry stuff, I think. We're almost done with the pop blue parts. We got these few parts here remaining. Let's see if Grant can find them. There we are. Chain anchor 3 hole. Okay, so those are probably also gantry stuff. I'm assuming gantry. These look like more latches for extruder components. And this last piece looks like some sort of, there you are, wire cover. I'm gonna go with extruder. I don't know if that's the right place, but we're going with extruder. So, yeah. Troy J's asking the color of the frame. It is Voron red, or LDO red. It's red. It's that really, really nice, like, cherry red. Wow, we're almost made a pretty big dent. Nice. You know, I should probably. Is it better to have you guys looking at that? Is that fully zoomed out? Oh yeah, it is. Huh. No. I like having it with the big me. I think that makes more sense. Yeah. I'm sure I put things in the wrong place, so people can yell at me later. These are Wago mounts. I know what these are. These are Wago mounts. They're just gonna go over there for now. These are electronics bay parts, like Salt Bay, but different. That is a print failure. That is also a print failure. Hashtag just bamboo things. Printable snap latches for 2020 extrusion. So good. I do not know what you're referencing, but that is okay. It is not in my duties to know what you are referencing yet. It's a Z carriage left and right. Whew. Excuse me. I am very tired. I do not know why. I am very tired. BTT knob light shield. So this just, that just goes over there. Got some other small components here. You guys. Probe retainer bracket. So this is going to be extruder. Got these little teeny tiny boys. That goes in there. Is that one? Yeah, that's one. Z-rail stop. Okay. Sweet. That is Z-axis. And then I'm gonna hedge a bet. Where are they? Oh shit. I know you guys are like, what is he looking at? I am looking at, oh, I guess I can show you. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I guess I can do that. There you go. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking for some small pieces. Yes, I used a lot of I used as much available space as I could. I wanted to pack these plates. For some reason, the latest Orca slicer doesn't load all this in correctly. So, deal with it. I don't know what about that. But you can see this was the old style of bamboo. The LiDAR thing on the bamboo. This thing is set up for the old style. These plates are all set up for the old style. Oh, okay, there they are. Jeez. Okay, that is a latch. I don't know where the hell these latches go, so they're gonna go into that. They're gonna go into a pile. So let's move you guys back to that. Got tensioner right and left. That is gantry. Oh, that's gonna look so dope. This looks like a probe mount. Like it pretty much looks like a probe mount to me. So that's gonna go extruder, which means that officially means that we have all of our orange done as well. See ya. Okay, I have to pick all that up later. It's fun to do, but then I have to pick it up later. So, yeah. Fire up platter to pack your build plates? Hold on. Hold on. What the hell is platter? P-L-A-T-R. That would be cool. I'm curious. Oh boy. All right. We are making our way downtown, walking fast, if you will. That's going to go in there. Let's figure out what else we're looking at here. So we've got, what are these? Handles? Oh, these are door handles. Right. These are door handles for the panels. Okay. I don't know what view is best for you guys. Y'all are gonna have to friggin' let me know, because I legitimately don't know what view is best. So these are XY joints. So this is gantry. That's you. End stop. Pod DTF switch. Well, I don't think that means what it colloquially means. So we're gonna go gantry on that. Let's see, what are you? You're cable chain wiring anchor. So that is probably gantry. Sure. We'll assume gantry. And then when I'm wrong, I will go back and look at comments. People will say, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're doing. This is a Bowden retainer? Okay. Sure. I'm gonna put you with the gantry because you're not because we're doing a direct drive. We're not doing Bowden. This is handlebar spacer. What the heck is a handlebar spacer? Let's find out what a handlebar spacer is. Whoops. Can you do a second PIP for the slicer? What? Whatever. Bowden goes with the panel clips. Okay. Bowden goes with panel clips. There. I moved it. That's the reverse Bowden. Spacer. Oh, picture in picture. I guess there's no reason I couldn't. Give me a second. Yeah, I should be able to do it. There. Now, so now you see YouTube. So yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually really smart. Yeah. You guys are smarter than me. There is no surprise here. There is legitimately no surprise. Good thinking. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so when I go over to here, over to Orca, I can just do that, and now you guys can see it. Yeah, that's a smart way to do it. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna need to use that a bunch. So good thinking. Who said that? Seabest7897 said that first, I think. Nice. Picture in picture in picture. I could do it. I could do it. As for mods, what we're going to do is once we get the machine built and running, we're going to go to the community and basically say, what mods do you guys do to your printers? We're going to compile a list of those mods, and then we're going to do them. We're going to do them. Got my handlebar spacers. I don't know where the heck they go, so they're going into the random bin. What the heck tiny little square part is this for? Cutting tool. Okay, if you're a cutting tool, you go over there. All right, that marks the dark blue parts being done. Nice. I have to go pick those up later. I don't know why I continue to do that, but you know. Okay, PSU stabilizer, that's electronics bay. Doing parts by feel. Gotta be able to feel it, man. Gotta be able to feel it. End stop Hall effect. End stop DTF switch. These are a little rough. This is one of the ones that the bamboo ate. Actually, it ate one of the parts next to it, most likely. But where? Where are these end stops? I don't know where these end stops are. Gantry. Somebody says gantry. All right, Randy says gantry. Gantry it is. Ooh, we get a little bit of red in the gantry. Ooh, baby. Get a little bit of red in the gantry. I'm here for it. Looks like you printed all the options. Yes, I did. I printed all the options because I have no idea. I have no idea what it comes with. So yes, I did just print everything. Yes. Excuse me. DIN center support. Those are DIN rail crap. This was a much smarter move. Y end stop bumper, so that's gantry. We've got some other little pieces here. This is really messed up. I'll probably have to grab this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab that out of the other bin. That one is just, that's too far gone for us to be able to use. Is that you? That is you. Individual sheet stop. I have no idea what that is. So you're gonna go in there. What are the part that I'm holding? There. Y end stop. That's gantry. Okay. All right. That is, I think, most of the red. Oh, we have these little tiny pieces that just look like the absolute worst thing in the world to deal with. PCB spacers. Jesus. Electronics. Oh, look, one of them jumped out of the friggin' bin. Okay. All right. That is as far as I can get with the red. What I will do is kind of go through and check it another time. I really need to clean this granite. It's dirty. It's been outside for like 3 months. It's been outside for a while. I think a lot of these are just jigs. Yeah. Yes, that's a drilling guide. These are alignment spacers. This is a guidler. Great, you can go in there. This square piece, nozzle probe LDO. All right, that's extruder. Got these pieces here. MGN9 guide rails. MGN9? Are there MGN9s in this thing? Whatever, that's gantry. I thought these were all MGN12s. Exhaust filter mount. Okay, so that's gonna be panels. 2 of those. I got more of these MGN9 rail guides. That is, did I put those in the gantry? Yeah, I did, okay. Yep, gantry. We have that piece, keystone backs. So that is technically panels, but I'm gonna put it with the electronics bay because it is a keystone, so that is related to the electronics. 10mm drill guide. We have a flat plate piece here, which is a pulley jig. Great. All right. Assuming that I have not missed something, which it is totally possible that I have missed something. I think I got it all. I, however, need to go get some Windex to clean that because that is very dirty and it is bothering me. And I need to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to do this. My body makes me do it. I have a compulsory need to not touch things that are gritty. This was a really nasty paper towel from a build previous. You can see there's like just some, because it's been outside for a few months. It's quite dirty. Yep, that's proper. Proper dirty. Just spit shine it. The silver bag. So there is a silver bag that is an entirely second set of red parts. I didn't write down what red parts worked and which ones failed. So I don't know which ones are good. So I just reprinted the entire red file. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep that bag handy. And if for some reason we need other parts, right? So, you know, let's say we need a red part, but it's not in our bins. We're going to go ahead and just use one of the ones from there. So I think we got it. It's actually really pretty. It's a really pretty piece of granite. Like overall, really nice. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's a nice, pretty piece of granite. Okay. All right, now when I move the mouse around, it's not gonna like randomly hit bits of grit. Oh, that's much better. Oh, that is so much better. Gosh. Oh, you can you can see how I do my lighting setup above me. There is a light on a it's one of those wire rack shelves, you know, like those wire rack units. And that is hung from my ceiling with a light on top of it, a magic arm to hold the camera. There's another magic arm right there, which holds my backup audio for when we're filming out here. And you can't see it on there, but I do have what the hell? I have a Behringer Bigfoot, which is a Blue Yeti clone. So I have that as well. Day in Grant's kitchen. Ah, that's a funny joke because we had it today in Grant's kitchen because Grant did a ton of baking for the holidays. And Grant live streamed pretty much all of it to our Discord. So if you're not a part of that and you do want to see like kind of weird, kooky, behind the scenes fun stuff, highly recommend. Oh, whoop, that's gonna be, what the heck? There we go. If you do want to see that kind of stuff, where you get to kind of see like a little bit deeper into my life than what, you know, these videos show, the Patreon and like the Discord server is a great way to do it. Wow, that camera is not level. Boy, that I gotta lower that because that's gonna really bother me. I just realized how unlevel that camera is. Why did nobody tell me the camera was that far out of level? Oh my gosh, that was bad. No, I fell victim to Instagram recipes and made King's Hawaiian cinnamon sugar French toast. I made 64 of them. And I also did some cinnamon sugar Rice Krispie treats. And they were all pretty good. Pretty damn good. Joshua McVeigh says he's so happy. Yes, you're a little late to the party, but you know, I'll let it slide. We have just organized, hopefully, all of the pieces for the Voron. We are unlikely to start the build today. I am debating on doing like a stealth press kit or something like that. I got to talk with Vector 3D. And then I got to talk with KB and some of the others. I'd like to be able to support Vector first. I think he was a really, really cool guy at Smurf. I don't think I've ever spoken with anybody else that makes them. But we'll find out. I will talk to him and see, because I have his thing. I think it's Adam. Pretty certain it's Adam. But yeah, part of me wants to have one of those kits first. So yeah, we are going to be titling these videos. This is part 1, the prep. So it will be part 2 will be something else. Astro Lemonade says, should we expect more info? Oh, I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I don't think firmware is coming eventually. You know what? No offense, I'm just going to go ahead and nuke that one. No offense. It's not worth addressing at this time. For those that don't know, I made a reply about why I'm not talking about it at this time. Bill on Sound says, do you think IKEA will bring out a 3D printer that only requires an Allen key? Seems like fitting thing for their business model. I know you're joking. IKEA does actually use 3D printing in their process. So, yeah. For reference, if you are going to be building a Voron, go get yourself a piece of granite. I ended up getting a piece of granite from a local granite shop. It was pretty affordable, honestly. It was free. They didn't charge me at all. It was totally free. I just had to go and pick it up. They're maybe about 10-15 minutes away. If I remembered their name, I would give them a shout out, but I don't remember their name. I will have to Google it. But they were super cool. They thought the idea of using a piece of granite as a build surface was crazy smart, because it is very flat. And I said that wasn't my idea, that was somebody else's. I'm just kind of using it with proper licensing. I think it was Nero that told me. Mitsu Level says, my local granite countertop place said a 20 by 20 inch offcut is $85. Find somebody else. This was free. It was literally free. And I can go get as many of these as I want. And the guy even helped me find one that was like the top of it is flat, right? The top of these are all milled flat, but the bottoms aren't. So he helped me find one. It has 1/8 of an inch from edge to edge worth of thickness change, which is fine because it is a consistent thickness change. So it is thicker on one side than it is on the other, which is perfectly fine for me. I don't need it to be dead perfect. So yeah, I think we got it. I think we're good. Right? Blue, pop blue, orange, red, gray. 5 colors. 5 colors plus a red frame. This thing is going to be ridiculous. This printer is going to be so ridiculous. And I might be doing something on the side panels, because there is a 80-watt CO2 laser over here. So I might be doing some fun stuff on the side panels. We'll see. Yeah, here's all the, let me bring the skirt parts onto the table too. Yeah, let's do, here, show you guys the color scheme. So we've got the gray, the blue, the red. Let me get a decent sized piece of orange. There's the orange and some pop blue. There you go. That is, it's also very washed out. It is upsetting to me how washed out the top-down camera is right now. I wonder, here, let's try something. Let's close it and then open it back up. Nah, still pretty washed out. Oh well. Yeah. I think the color scheme is going to be pretty interesting. It is an undertaking to say the least. I am not prepared for this. 5 colors is a mistake. You should not make a Voron that is 5 colors. I only found this out after I decided I wanted a 5-color Voron, and after Polymaker had already agreed to sponsor the filament. So I was already in deep on this one. But yes, this is my first Voron build. Marcus Hernandez is asking. This is probably going to be a 10 or 15 part series, so stay tuned. It's going to be crazy. We've got, dude, this color scheme is just nutter butters. It is sincerely ridiculous. I know that the other side of this part, wherever it is not the same color. I know that we did any part that needed to be split, we did it in 2 colors. Just to make it look hilarious. I am really excited, but I'm also really nervous, right? It's been about 5 years since I did a printer, a kit build printer that wasn't a Prusa. And that was a self-sourced D-bot that we built out to 400 by 400 by 800. Which, by the way, don't do that. The damn thing shakes so much. It's not even funny. It's not even funny how much it shakes. And apparently, am I dropping frames? No, I just have really bad ping times. That's okay. That's no big deal. Nothing I can do about that. What was the print time? Ooh, that's a good question. You know, off the top of my head, I do not know. I do not know how long it took. I'm sure it is at least 40 hours, but this was all done on 3 different Bamboo Lab X1 carbons, 2 of which were mine. We had one, it started this project, it had issues, so it went back. The second one was working on this project, it had issues, and it went back. And the third bamboo was actually sent to us by a fan, and it was broken, so we fixed it, and I am currently abusing it to find out if it has any weaknesses, and if so, where are they, and why do they exist? So, yeah. Randy Lovin says, the biggest challenge is going to be printing or reprinting the parts you overduggered. Do I actually need like an Ugga-Dugga do I need like an impact driver for this? I don't even know what tools I need for this. I mean, I'm sure I have the tools. I have a lot of tools. I have amassed tool collections over the years. But I'm not certain how many tools and what tools we're gonna need. So that'll be curious. I'll be very, very curious. No power tools, please. Maple Leaf Maker says no power tools, please. Can do. Can diddly do. All hand tools, hand tools, hand tools. Torch check, hammer check, power drill check. I think Build on Sound is giving me potentially bad advice. You can do it with the tools LDO provided. That is good to know. I have an electric screwdriver, and for the holidays, my dad gave me a little rechargeable 4-volt screwdriver from Skill. So I think we might be using that if we need to. A lot of it's just going to be just ease of use and making things happen. I am debating on doing one of those like stealth press or VLMP kits, so I got to figure out, yeah, I got to figure out if I'm going to do that, and if so, which one are we going to do and why. The sorting was the biggest nightmare, as Ram Online said. I hope that this was the hardest thing that I'm going to do, but I am dead certain it is not going to be the hardest thing that I'm going to have to do for this project. Interestingly, that means that at least for the future, videos out here will not include this table. So that might be interesting. So yeah, and as Ajax says, screwdrivers, like I've got one of these little bit screwdrivers, are great to save your wrists. Like, dude, if you're going to be doing this for a while, you don't want to hurt yourself, right? The goal is not to hurt yourself. Schmitty says, I didn't know what a stealth press was before this stream, but now I want one. Definitely, I got to look into doing it. I really like meeting Adam, so I will reach out to Adam first to see. But, yeah, we will see. I have a feeling some companies might be changing whether or not they like me with recent news. So we will see what happened. Sorry, I have about 300 notifications. So that's fun. Oh, great. Apparently our favorite person crossed a line that he can't come back from. Boy, I wonder what he did. Sorry. Last build stream, same time next year. You might not be wrong, Project in Dad's Garage. You might not be wrong. You might not be wrong. You might not be wrong. So that's cool. Oh my God. No, he didn't. That is wrong. That's wrong. I'll talk about it in the Discord later. Cool. Anyways, I'm gonna... Mad Cat, the angry senpai, posted a video that is just not okay. No, that's not okay. Oh well. All right. Nothing I can do about it. That's a WTF for sure. And if you do want to join the Discord, like Schmitty says, it's the $10 tier or higher on Patreon, YouTube channel members, or PayPal. You get to come hang out with us. I'm going to literally shut down out here. I'm going to walk inside, I'm going to sit at my desk, and I'm going to hop on there. But, yeah, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming out. We are going to be building a Voron! It's happening, and I'm worried. I think the right move is to build a heat set press first, like Wind Farms says. I think that is the right move, so I'm going to spend the rest of this week trying to get one. Figure out who we want to use, figure out why we want to use them, see if we can get that. And then I think that will be the first stream of 2024. So that'll be cool. But yeah, guys, like the video if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't. Let me see what our numbers look like. 106 concurrent viewers, 84 likes. I'll take it, but we can pump those numbers up. Yeah, I got to look through them, and I'm sure we'll chat about it in the Discord in just a few minutes. So if you guys are there, I will see you there. And if not, you're missing out on a good time. If you do want to get the 3MF files and the Fusion file for this build, they will be available at the $5 tier and higher on all of the platforms that you can support us on. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. We are building a Voron. It is happening, and it's happening soon, TM. Oh, I am so nervous about this build, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you guys for coming out. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be the most ridiculous looking printer I will ever make. Anyways, stay safe out there. Don't forget to call your loved ones, like the video, and as always, keep making awesome. Have a good one.